Well, yeah, there you go. There you go. Welcome back. Welcome back. So look, all right. This the moment. You got a good support system and that believe in you. I heard good things about you. I heard bad things about you, but we're not worried about none of that. I'm just ready to build with you directly. The two times you came up in my life, I think 2 to 3 times, you gave me good energy, good vibes. You seem very smart, intelligent, and like I told Saturn when I first met him, people like us is very smart. We entertainers. We also know how to manipulate. Now, would you say that you know how to manipulate, but you know how to use it and turn it on and turn it off?
Yes, I do. I do know
Thank
how
you
to
for being honest.
manipulate, but I think a lot of people, because the manipulation is manipulating, they get confused what's real and what's not.
Mm, mm. Thank you for being honest.
Mm.
Um, Now I'm gonna ask you the same thing I asked Bossiana. When you first, notice I'm saying when you first initially was talking about the poly auditions to yourself or to your viewers, was it more so like a key then, and then after you kind of conversed, did anything switch up a little bit, or is it the same?
Um, so when they first told me about it, I'm like, I'm gonna go over there. So I went over there, and you were getting your hair cut. Um, and then I was just listening to you talk, and I'm like, just how you was addressing the women, you were very respectful. I'm like, okay, he's genuine. He's really, sweet. So then I was like interested. I was scared because of the trolls, but when you decided to still let me audition, I was like, wow. So yeah,
For sure.
I'm
That's
here.
honest. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. For sure. Yeah. Well, thank you for having you. Like I tell people all the time, and I'm saying this for you. Not for the audience, because not people who follow me know this. Um, I have a little fun fact I like about when it comes to I like all kind of. Well, I can say ain't nothing like it, but I like that dark mocha chocolate too. You feel me? So you got a beautiful skin complexion,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for coming up here because at first I thought all the dark skinned girls was worried or scared of me or something. I don't know why. I do not know why. I'm a nigga. All right. But anyway, we're gonna start out with Royce on this one. Let's go. Not huh?
Number three.
All right, one with sis first. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis.
Okay, good. All right, I'll start it off. Um, Hi, nice to meet you. This is my first time actually. Well, I've been in your room a few times, but I hear more about you in other people's rooms than anything. So I don't, have any prejudgments or assessments of who you are, your character. All I know is when I came into your room, you were sitting at the kitchen table, vibing to your music, and you were feeding your child. So I didn't see anything wrong with that. But everyone else has their own views and points, but I just want to make sure that I'm unbiased and non-judgmental, and seeing if this is a potential um, situation for you that could help benefit my brother primarily, and you got you reap the benefits as well. Um, as far as a poly relationship, how many have you been in so far?
Um, I was in one unknowingly. Um, so I kind of like know how it goes off of just how he was. He was leaving a lot. He was having his time with me, and then he will leave and say he have to go help with his mom, or he got to go work out. So I found out it was other women, multiple. Um, One text me was like, "Oh, our husband is sweet," and I was like, "Our husband?" I thought I was the only wife. Then it got complicated, and we part ways because I was asking him, and he never told me the truth. He is a, an officer 5,000 at a Israelite camp. So I was kind of like what you would say a pastor's wife because he's a priest in a sense. He teach. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, thanks for being solid with that answer. And you can be as transparent or on. I would prefer 100% honesty, obviously. But when it comes to your dealings with other women, um, how do you typically, interact and engage with women? Because my thing is, if you understand that you're in a relationship with this man that's in a relationship with other women, what's your approach to those women, on site or ongoing? I just want to see how you interact with them.
I think it's a beautiful thing, especially with me being an Israelite. I think that women are helpmates and we are created to assist our husband. And so I think I really don't have a lot of friends, but like everyone I'm around, I'm always sweet to, generous, open up my house to. So, I mean, I wouldn't think of it being any type of like ill dynamics going on between me and his other wives.
Okay. Do you have if there was anything that you could, work on right now, as far as improving, and we're looking at accountability right now. I know there's things about all of us that we want to improve. What are a few things, if you could give me maybe 2 to 3 things that you would work on improving with yourself right now?
Um, well, number one would be discipline. And number two, I would say believing in myself. I kind of doubt my decisions sometimes, because I always give people the benefit of a doubt and they always cut me. So just trusting myself. And then the last one, but not least, is being a better mom. I feel like there is never enough information. It's always something that I could do better with being a mom. So those would be the three.
I like that. I
Okay.
like
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
that.
That's it,
Thank
girl.
you. Thank you for the good question, sis. All right. So, are you ready, Royce? Or are we gonna go to Imp? We're going to Polygon last. All right. All right. We're gonna go to Imp next. What up, Imp?
Hi. Okay, so Angelic, um, were you married to a pastor?
Well, in the Israelite terms, wasn't I was saying pastor so I can get the audience to kind of like get like a clear understanding what type of man he is. So no, he's not a pastor. He's an officer over like 5,000. So like in the Israelite community, we have generals, captains, officers, and like there's officers of 10, there's officers of 100 men. So his rank was officer of 5,000, and he have plenty of videos where he talk and like what they would say preach, we would say teach. So he had a very high ranking to be an officer of 5,000.
Now, I have a question. Are you a 304 or were you ever a 304?
I was at a
Okay.
very young age. Um, I was, and I'm not even gonna lie, throughout my years of raising children, when I didn't have money, I, did certain things to get it.
I respect that.
Um,
I
so
respect
that's
the honesty.
honest. But it
Okay.
wasn't like I wanted to do it. It was like I had to do
You
what I
need to
had to do.
survive.
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed I've never heard the term Israelite so much on Bigo. I've heard of Israel, Israelites from the Bible, Hebrew speakings, son of Jacob, whatever. But on Beagle, I noticed that the 304s are Israelites. Explain to me how
Oh,
that
I didn't
connects.
notice that. I did not notice that. That's okay.
Yeah, like so before I came on the what they would say the popular side, I was on the Israelite side of Bigo. And I would just go into the Israelite rooms. The Israelite side like to debate a lot. So we would just like debate about scriptures. When I came on the popular side, only person that I known to be an Israelite or say they were Israelite was Diamond. And when I went into her room, it was like different. And I was like, oh, well, a lot of people think that an Israelite is we are holy, supposed to be a holy people, but it's really based off of bloodline, who we are as far as our nationality. So if you was to ask me what's my nationality, I wouldn't say I was black. I wouldn't say I'm African American. I would say I'm an Israelite in that sense.
And you're the son of the patriarch who? The patriarch who? The son of who?
I'm from the lineage of Abraham that was promised from by God that he would have a lineage that come out of him. And then there were 12 tribes of Israel that came out of his lineage that was blessed as well. And so that's like from Abraham. The promise is from Abraham.
Okay. And you were led there by Diamond. Was Diamond the other young lady?
No, I believe. No, I don't know her personally, but I believe that you said that when you were on Bigo, you noticed only Israelite people that you seen was 304s. And I was like, well, the only Israelite that I seen on this side that said that they were Israelite was Diamond. Because I said her name said Israelite in it. Yeah. And I was like, wow, she noticed she's an Israelite. That's crazy.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything positive that you would like to manifest?
I have a lot. I'm a Virgo. So my mind is always thinking about something that I could do, to the point that it becomes baggage in a sense. I get like anxiety from it because I'm like, feel like I have to catch up. So I want to get into nonprofit organizations. I want to use my platform to go into the community with other young women because I do have 7 children. So they have this shelter here that allows women to come from ages, I believe, 13 to 16 with their baby. And I wanted to like go into those organizations, be like, tell them my story. They can see stuff off of Bigo and off of YouTube, because I believe I'm gonna have a success story. I wanted to go into the like domestic violence shelters and the jail cells and like give my testimony in a sense. So that's like one of my biggest ambitions, because like when I was younger, I wanted to be a motivational speaker. So yeah, I believe that my story can heal.
Okay, and what are you trying to manifest? Which one of those answers? Which one of the what manifest?
All of it.
All of it. Okay. Any
Yes.
daily you give us one of your affirmations that you recite.
I am strong. I am resilient.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so talk 7 quick, and I'm gonna be fast. 7 children.
Yes.
Okay. I did hear that you no longer have them right now. What's your plan on getting them back?
I have a lot going on right now with the getting them back. I didn't complete school because of the decisions I made with having a child early at 15. You know, being pregnant at 15, had her at 16, had to get an apartment, dropped out. I showed that certificate of those grades that I was making before I dropped out. So right now I'm in GD classes that I take, and I take pre-tests, like pre-tests online, and I have like an official GD test on April 28th.
Angelic, what preparations are you to get the kids back? What steps?
Yeah, that's my preparation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Getting my GED. I'm taking some credit counseling to help build my credit. I'm moving. I want to move from this house and give them a bigger, better house. So yeah, I have a lot of things that I'm doing.
And one more thing before I go, are you engaged to anyone? Do you have a fiance?
No, I don't. I that's the content. But no, I don't have no fiance. I actually have video of me talking to the guy that they think is my fiance, because I have a camera in my house, of me telling him like ways that I can bring him to the app to do storylines. So no, I don't have a fiance.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. So one thing I do want to say to you is, you got a few good things that I noticed. You know, from if you know, a lot of people could give you a slack, but if you had the leader or the forgot the proper term that you said, the priest, he's not a pastor, but he's something else for the Israelites. He had to see something in you and know something for you, because every strong man got a strong woman by his side. Even though y'all no longer, he had to see something. It's got to be something that's up in you, because what you give us on the app could be something totally different what you give other people off the app in your real life. So that's one thing I admire about you on a spirituality tip. The second thing used to be in the game, so you got some street smarts to you. Third is you let me know you'll do whatever the fuck you need to do for your children. So that's respectable and that's honorable. So next we're gonna go to Royce. What's up, Royce?
Hi, nothing much. Hello, young lady I never met before in my life. How are you?
Hi.
Okay, so you are mentioning that you are getting your GED. So what is the most education have you ever had?
I did one, what they would say, semester of ninth grade. Like I didn't complete the ninth grade.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So can you read, write, and or count?
You want me to count to 100? I feel like I struggle in some areas with my education, like math. But I thought I struggled with reading, and I took the official GD test and I passed it. So that doubt thing, yeah.
Yeah, that was an accomplishment. So the reason I only asked is because TKO is looking to brand and he gets into his business and in his bag and everything like that and then some. So if you're struggling with math or ways of just counting, receiving money and sending money may be a problem or issue. Like, do you feel like you're gonna fall short in any of those categories?
Hold on, let me just ask the elephant in the room. Do you know how to do the basics like add and subtract?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I was a dancer, so I don't like when it's exchanging money. So yeah, I guess that's basic enough, right?
As long as you know how to
I
add.
got the check.
We don't even want to subtract, but as long as you know how to add, hey, I can't be mad. Tea time. Go ahead, Royce.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, just to get a little bit inside of your sexual orientation, just a little piece. I've done it with all the girls. Have you ever had an STD?
Have I ever had an STD? Yes, I have.
I know you did. I know you did because you repeated the question. So you said, "Have I ever had an STD?" Thank you for being so honest. How many
I'm
STDs
like
have you
so
had?
real.
Yeah, you super real. That's very attractive.
Yes, I had 2 STDs, and that was gonorrhea, chlamydia.
And you don't have them current.
Hold on. Time out. Hold on. I know you. Not sure. Are you trolling? I'm trying to make
I'm
sure.
being real. Like, it's actually a high percentage of the people that ever had that. But
okay, you're still here with us. All right, go ahead.
it's a shot and some pills. But that
And
was
she
it.
said had, so that means she doesn't have it currently. Okay.
No.
Doesn't have it anymore. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so next question. Do you use people for your own personal gain?
Do I use people for my own personal gain? Yes. I believe that I use everybody for my own personal gain because I believe that nobody gets with anybody without a motive, whether it's good or bad, it's still a motive. So, yeah.
Honest. I had a talk like this. I said, you utilize people for their strength and they utilize you. I said that. I said it's a stigma around using people, but smart people know how to utilize people for their strength. So actually, I fuck with it. She being honest. Tea time. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, could you just give us an example of that? Like the time you had to use somebody?
Like when it comes to a relationship, I feel like most people get into relationships for the benefit of them. They believe that that man can offer them something, whether it be love, whether it be companionship, whether it be just a rub on the back, whatever your motive is, there is still a motive. It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. So that's what I think. So.
Okay. Alrighty. All right. Trick question, because TKO has experienced, crazy wild things with women. So if let's just say hypothetically speaking, not even about him, if a man was to make you upset, would you collect like information on him, like videos or pictures, to later on expose him with?
If he makes me upset, no. I feel like it is a difference when you are in a social media world. When it comes to defaming, you want to have like, so if you have like any pictures or text messages in your phone and somebody come on an app or somewhere and they like, well, Angelic did this to try to defame my character. Of course, I'm like, well, no, I didn't. Because I have this. But for me to just put it out there to try to like, because I'm mad, no. But if it was to protect my identity or like protect my reputation, yes, because that matters when you're on social media and you have thousands and thousands of viewers.
So just a quick reference, just to the comments or whatever. They're saying you expose your baby daddy. Is this true or false?
Did I expose him?
Mm-hmm.
No, I believe that we went through a public divorce in my own eyes. And that's just that. I was never married to him, but I believe that when you lay down with somebody, especially have children with them, you're kind of married in a sense. And when you have to go to the court, that's like a divorce and fight for custody, all that other stuff. So it was public because it was my life and my content is my life. So that's how it got out there.
Okay.
Because I was already fighting in court and stuff like that.
Thank you, Cupcake. Okay. All righty. Gonna keep it sweet. Now, speaking of social media, because you're letting us know that you're in the limelight. Every question has been a reference to social media and the things you've done in social media and all of that, and then some. So are you looking necessarily, when it comes down to TKO, are you looking for content or are you looking for a sex partner? What are you looking for?
No, I don't know. Because I can literally, the way that my content is, I can literally put my head in 2 ponytails and come in here and sob and it's going to have 1,000 views and be on YouTube. I don't have to use him for content. When they told me about it, and I don't really know, I haven't really been in like the Bigo streets like that, but I did see that something about, I don't really know between Rihanna and all other stuff. I don't really know all of that backstory, but I was like timid about it. So when I synced him talking, I was like, oh, he's sweet. He calling people queen and stuff like that. It was just like, I feel like me and him combined in a sense.
So do you really feel like you have an actual chance at winning this whole competition?
No, I don't. From me having 7 kids and me having a crazy background, according to what the viewers say, I don't. But I feel like when he responded, when I told him that, he was like, look, let me deal with you. Don't let them deal with you. I thought that was a king. That's a king. Like, and so I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. All righty. 2 more questions and I'll wrap up. What is the worst thing that was ever taken from you and why?
My kids. That was the worstest thing that ever, worst is the word or whatever, but Davey, Vigo Critics is here. But yes, that was the worst thing that ever happened to me, my kids. And why? Is because I didn't trust myself. Like, I didn't believe in myself. I felt like I needed something else, and I had it already in me.
Okay.
The ability
I will never hear
to
this side. Okay. I like this.
Be other sides to people. Okay, last one. I wrap up. Wrap it up.
What the fuck?
They is killing it. Y'all, let's go.
Send that to TK.
Okay. If there was something about yourself that you could change, what would it be?
What would I change?
We got 9K.
Something. We could all change something. It's always something with women. We have like these thoughts, but the most thing that I can say that I want to change is just trust. Like, I feel like I have a problem with trusting, and problem trusting myself, problem with trusting my ability to do things, problem with even trusting that I have the ability to discern these people don't have my best interest. So just being able to use the ability to trust and discern it equally. That's I don't know how, like, that's how I felt. So that's what I said. So That's real.
And you mentioned the thoughts. Like, do you hear people in your head? Do you hear people in your brain telling you to do things, telling you not to do things? Because you said the thoughts. Like, is it people in there?
This is a deep conversation. No, there's not people, but I do believe in supernatural. I do believe in the spiritual world. I do believe, I mean, that's how the serpent talked to Eve, through a conversation in her mind. So I think it's just we have a conscious and we battle with that daily. So if you want to say that that's voices, it could be yourself. It could be another outlet outside of yourself, because we're surrounded by so many different things and we are vessels, so we become outlets. So I wouldn't say that I hear voices, no. Like out, like a people, like a person talking to me. Like I don't know, like a cousin or something. I don't know. But I do believe in a like outside spiritual world than what we can see with our carnal eyes.
Okay. I could tell you one thing. You held it down. Go ahead, Cloud God.
No. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Royce. So look, I want to ask you a couple of questions, because would you say that you was religious too? Like, was you ever like in a church? I know you're Israelite now. You're probably more spiritual. But are you religious? Are you spiritual? I'm getting somewhere with it, so you can just be like yes or no.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been in church all my life.
Beautiful. So that means you heard the scripture, as a man thinketh, so is he, right?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. And you know about the law of attraction, the things that you internalize manifest on the external level, right?
Yes.
All right. So one thing I want to be able to help you in, Queen, is you say, I don't believe that I'm going to win this. You put that into the universe, you don't believe. And you got to change that, Queen. You never know what the universe got for you. Fuck what everybody else is saying. You just never know. All right, love? So we got to start there in that mental. That's all we got to fix. But we all got to work on it. It's a journey. It's a never-ending journey at that. So I just wanted to put that in, drop that little up on you. Okay.